Good afternoon, everybody. SoCalSabre, Bill Thornton here, and Happy New Year. Today is January 3rd. This is my first video for 2021, and it's going to be an unboxing. An unboxing of a game that's been on my shelf for a long time, and I want it to be the first game that I not only show a video unbox, but I also going to be my first game on the table this year. So let's get forward to it. If you see what you like, go down there and hit that like button. Help the old guy out. Subscribe. Push it out on your social media channels. And let's take a look at Passive Glory. Passive Glory is a card-driven game designed by Ted S. Racier and published by GMT Games. It's a World War I strategic game. Let's take a look at the back. As you can see, a lot of people, newbies, get scared away with looking at the map. There's all of the spaces. It's a point-to-point, and it's a two-player game. I'm going to be playing it by myself, playing both sides the first time so I can learn the rule. Then I'm going to use Stuka Joe's solo method that he designed for card-driven games. Now, some people know that when I'm doing a war game, there's a book that's associated with the event or that period in time. Normally I'm reading one there to get my knowledge in that. The one I'm going to be doing this time is Duffy's War. This is about fighting Father Duffy. Why I picked this. He was in the fighting 69th out of New York City. My grandfather, William Thornton, was a sergeant in that war, and he also got a Purple Heart. He was shot down in the Aragon Forest, but he did live. So it's not a lot of this what's going to be in this game, but it's going to be part of it, and it's going to give me some knowledge. So let's take a look at the insides of Passive Glory. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's 3 cards here. These cards were sent, and I can't remember at this time if they were sent as replacement cards or new cards. I'll have to figure that out when I get into the actual punching and sorting of those cards and so forth. I'll just set them aside for now. We have the rule book. Checks in at 35 pages, but I'm sure a lot of, if this is a normal GMT, it's not going to be that many. We got talks about the components, strategy card, game setup, victory conditions, sequence of play, and then about all the other things that it does. It talks about the phases, stacking rules, a lot of things that are just normal war game. Movement, combat. Okay, so that's a lot of rules. We got designer notes starting on page 26. Now that takes a lot. Card notes. All right, so we're looking at 23 pages. It's a lot better than 35. Then we have player aid cards, terrain charts, the corps and army fire tables, depending whether it's an army or a corps. Pretty self-explanatory there. Peace terms and the sequence of play. Cost for replacements, victory point table, and special rules for 2014. We have 2 of those. We got a tracking card, reinforcements card. We're tracking reinforcements, central power, the allied powers, and war status tracks. On the Back of this one we have victory point tracks. I hope everybody can read this. It's a little dark in here today. Anyway, counters. They look probably like a 1/2 inch or 5/8. Not too big. Pretty standard looking counters for the forces, that is. And this is not going to be a counter heavy game. I can tell that this is only 2 sheets of counters. Yeah, I like that. Then we have the board. I'm going to try to open up this board and show it to you here in a couple minutes. We've got some baggies. We got 1 gray dice and 1 blue die. Then we have a pack of cards for the Central Powers, a pack of cards for the Allied deck. See if I can get these open without a big struggle here so I can show you some of these. Let me bring my knife in over here with me today. Boy, these things drive me crazy. Here, I think we got it going now. Sorry for the delay. Okay. So like other card-driven games, you have your ops points. We're going to use it for ops points. This is the type of card it is. Mobilization. Some of the cards like for Total War. Different parts they come in at different times of the game. If you use it as an event, you get this. If it's an asterisk after it, I believe that means that once the event's played, it's out of the game for sure. And down here, if you use this option here, you get replacement points for the countries listed across the bottom. And the other deck, it's similar. This is another one. Let's see if I can get this map out here for you to take a look at. That's a big one. This game was first published in 1999 or 2009, no, 1999, and since then it's been reprinted 6 times. Wow. I'm having a real hard time with this board, it's so big. Okay, the classic side is on the other side, and in 2010 they did this printing, and it's a deluxe version. It's a dual-sided map. On this side of the map, one of the benefits of it is the graphics are a little better, and the definition of the outlines of the countries is very specific. That's where the other map was like all one color, and you had to try to figure things out as you went along. So this is going to be my first one that I unboxed, videoed, and I'm going to punch it out, start punching it out today, get it on the table, and start learning it so I can get this one down. So that's it for my first video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I fumbled around a little bit on there. Like I said before, go down there and hit that like button and subscribe button. Help this old guy out. But until you see me again, take care of yourselves out there. Have fun. And in these days of COVID, please stay safe.